Recently, I received an invite to run a race with a difference, a 13.1-mile route through a vineyard with wine stops along the route. This was a wine half marathon. I invited a friend to join me. Normally a 5k runner, this would be his first official half marathon. Together we agreed to try every drink at the stops along the route, and naively I thought that it would all go to plan. This would in fact turn out to be a mad adventure of confusing costumes, tall hats, foot pain, dancing and badly cramping legs. I'm Harry Morgan and this is Jog On. Adorned in our Jog On socks and tops, we passed a strangely leaning tree and were met with misty morning air as I spotted the speed demon Graham in his orange vest, ready to set off in the first wave. We made our way to registration and collected our numbers. The man I'd invited to join me, I'd chosen because I thought he would be good at drinking wine and also might be able to run 21 kilometres whilst doing so.
His name is Michael Johnson. We're at a wine estate and I've brought along Michael Johnson.
Hello.
Why did you agree to this?
I don't know why I agreed to this, to be honest, Harry. I usually just accept things. I used to say yes to things and then I regret it afterwards. But yeah, let's do it.
So we're meant to be wine bottles. This is the costume that has been prepared for us. We've just tried jogging up here. I thought it was quite loose, but actually this main label is hitting a little bit on my thighs.
We'll see how it goes. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's nice and breezy.
It is very breezy. Michael, how are you feeling about drinking wine on top of a half marathon?
Terrible. I think it'd be absolutely shocking, but let's give it a go.
Well, why not? So I brought Michael in, who's just told me that he's actually not that much of a wine drinker, so that makes two of us.
Yep.
And he's also not wild about doing a half marathon. Apart from that,
great, yeah.
Fantastic choice. Basically, we're in big trouble.
Yeah.
As it dawned on me that I'd managed to select a man who also was not wild about wine, we bumped into fellow participants and 2 beer bottles, probably Michael's preferred choice of drink. Meanwhile, in a flash of electric orange, Graham set off to take on the course. The route around this English vineyard would present us with 6 wine and food stops, and even though we had no idea what we were talking about, we decided to give each a rating out of 10. But our first problem was the costume.
I still have very mild concerns that people are going to think we're nuns and not bottles of wine.
Yeah, maybe.
We might be mistaken for some sort of strange religious cult, but we are wine bottles, honestly.
One man was already waiting patiently at the start with his dinosaur. With music and crustaceans around us, we walked to the start.
Okay, so we're in the 10 a.m. wave start. It looks like we're about to set off in about 2 minutes from now.
Following the orange course marking flags.
Orange flags to follow, very appropriate.
I've got the thumbs up, which means we can get you underway in 10.
10 seconds, Michael.
Let's go.
Come on! Here we go. This is the weirdest race I've ever done.
He-Man and his wife crossed the line just behind.
Michael, what is happening?
I don't know, mate. Quite surreal, this.
Very surreal.
We done yet?
We are 30 seconds in. We're about to run a half marathon dressed as 2 wine bottles. Why on earth have we decided to do this?
Fabulous costumes continue to pour across the line, including more bunches of grapes, sideways crabs, and even an inflatable shark that went rogue and decided to go straight for the announcer.
Well, a couple of minutes in, the crowds have died away, and reality hits you.
Running through some vineyards, as you do.
Just following a series of people in capes. Michael, you feeling okay?
Oh, perfect, mate. Yeah.
How's the costume? Is it comfortable?
Do you know what? It's not bad. It's actually pretty good.
I gotta say, my head's getting a little bit hot.
We're not even 3 minutes in.
1 kilometre past. Michael, I'm sort of so focused on the fact that we're trying to survive a half marathon in these costumes.
Yes.
I'm already putting out my mind and forgetting we're meant to be drinking wine as well.
This is actually probably the best bit.
Train going by.
And the human train, Michael, led us past the Rock Choir, last seen during the Great South Run in Portsmouth. Now side by side with a pirate, we trailed behind a unicorn and spotted a man supposedly trying to camouflage his way out of the event.
1 mile down, 12.1 to go. Mist is shrouding the valley. Michael Johnson, the tall wine bottle, majestically striding out.
At the far end of this long incline was the promise of the first wine stop.
Something so far that I've been very impressed by is the ability for our hats to stay on. I really thought we'd be in trouble.
It's really to have your hats at the end though.
Yeah, I know, that's the question, isn't it? So far, staying fairly attached.
A sailor shrugged at what we might be as we ran past a fairly deflated group of fruits and vegetables.
Last time I ran up here was dressed as a pumpkin in the rain for a 10k. Ascending the hill, no match for Michael Johnson, the wine bottle. Great for if it rains. Wine ahead, Michael.
That's what we're here for.
Let's see what's in store.
With the energy of fresh-footed runners,
Beautiful work.
we were in and out of the stop efficiently.
Okay, first wine done.
We were onto gravel paths which gave way to softer surfaces.
Back on the grass and a nice decline through the vineyard.
Nice little refreshing wine.
We were saying that with the wine, we'd give it a rating out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 7. I thought it was quite refreshing.
Nice. Yeah, I agree. I think
7?
Good score. Yeah.
First wine, 7 out of 10 for both of us.
With the decline coming to an end, the course sloped back up.
One of the steepest sections of the course here.
Jesus.
An absolute calf burner. I think we're the only people running, Michael.
Pushing past a lifeguard and pink cheerleader, Michael dug in up the hill.
You can see where the sweat's heading up your cork.
Lovely.
And that is mile 4, and we're just under 41 minutes into this run.
Just when I thought it was tough to run as a wine bottle, we came across a woman who had decided to do this wine half marathon whilst dragging a tyre behind her, much to my confusion.
Second wine stop coming up.
But it turned out that there wasn't any wine at this one. To make matters worse, Michael's feet had lost all feeling.
Very numb, basically, yeah.
I'm hoping Michael can make it through, because that's not great.
No. Well, we're something clear.
Well, if your feet go numb, you'll be like, is it the wine?
We carried on, now wondering how we would actually make it round in uncomfortable costumes and with Michael's feet not working.
There's a lady dressed as a cocktail up here. I remember after we filmed the Harry Potter 10,000 video, I said, right, no more costume videos for a while. And yet a month later, here we are.
With the sound of bagpipes and gunshots nearby, we crawled up a large hill.
Michael's coming up close behind.
Nice and easy.
At the top, an oversized gate and a narrow path.
Not a false alarm this time. That sign just said wine ahead. I can hear the bagpipes. So, second wine stop. Will it be red? Will it be white? Maybe a rosé? We've got pineapple on a stick to begin with. We're just staring.
I'm just reading what it says. It takes a while.
That's what it sounds like, doesn't it? Pineapple and melon, Michael. What are we drinking here? Wow. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow, that was more powerful. Second drink done.
Let's go.
The bagpipes were reinvigorating Michael.
Let's go! Just about to pass the 1 hour mark, and it's back up a hill.
Again.
My cork hat just hit a tree branch. It didn't come off though. These are brilliant.
Little did I know the accident that awaited me in just a few miles. But for now, we continued upwards to more gunshot sounds.
Okay, Michael.
Surviving. Oh, God.
Following the path, our jog on socks rocked in unison.
We are looking at 1 hour and 4 minutes into this run. People posing for pictures by the beautiful view out there. Just gone past the 6 mile marker.
Blistering pace.
You may be surprised to know that this costume doesn't warrant speed. It doesn't encourage you to run quickly.
No.
10k time has just come through. 1 hour, 10 minutes and 50 seconds. Not the fastest 10k we've probably ever run, Michael, but
I'd take it.
we're doing well.
But soon we ran into foot problems again as Michael's feet went numb once more.
The socks are great. That's my feet.
Thank you very much. Climb now, wine later.
Then the path became absurd.
This is one of the more ridiculous sections of the route. A lot of thorns, branches. All right, Michael.
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
I'm sure at the top of here there will be more wine. Well, we could see the hills and we thought at some point we'd come up them. We didn't know it'd be on a foot-wide path that's muddy, slippery and covered in roots.
Almighty, what is this?
A lady being attended to by Superwoman had all but quit.
I know. Oh, is this the stairway to heaven or hell?
I think hell.
Hell. One of these will disintegrate with your sweat.
Superwoman just fell over.
Finally, we reached the top.
See, I thought we had a hot costume, but 1 hour and 22 minutes in, we've just passed 11 kilometres. We are officially over halfway. So, of course, one thing we need to do is give the latest wine a rating out of 10. Michael, you go first this time. What are you thinking?
I think I'll give it a solid 6 out of 10. Not as nice as the first one, though.
I'd give it a 5.5 out of 10.
Skirting the edge of the valley, we hit
8 miles in.
So warm.
and with the heat starting to increase, we moved towards wine stop 3.
Cheers, guys.
The sunlight is beating down us.
Also very pale and white.
Because of the heat, Michael is going from white wine to red wine.
Wine was in sight.
Team of cyclists. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Wine stop number 3. Let's see what's in store.
We arrived and were instantly questioned as to what we were dressed as.
We've had chimneys.
If you have like an orange, but you can be a cigarette.
Yeah.
Cigarettes.
We'll add that to the list.
We can add cigarettes.
Wine 3 was called Zigzag White.
Let's go with a slightly more full one. Marvellous. Hello, beer bottles. Hello, how are we doing? How are you doing?
Terrible.
Just sweaty, you know?
Yeah.
But at least people know that you're beer bottles, whereas for us, we've had chimneys, cigarettes, nuns, religious leaders. People just don't know. Wasn't expecting to have a samosa.
Cheers. Very breezy.
We're dressed as.
Oh, everyone's been asking us this. Well, it's meant to be white wine bottles, but...
I kind of want a photo, right? Whatever you are, yeah.
Just put it on Facebook. What are they? Question mark. Cheers.
Right, should we crack on?
Uh-oh.
We soon had a foliage problem.
Cork hat has taken many hits from branches, but somehow surviving.
And then the lowest branch of them all.
Good luck. Ah! It stayed on! Yes! Oh, hey! Oh.
it went back on.
Just when I was getting confident, hey, the branch took it off. Michael, we are approaching 13.7 kilometers and you are looking strong. Just up to the right of Michael, an absolutely amazing tree.
A few hundred more steps brought us through the woods and to the promise of our 4th stop.
Well done, cowboy. Wine ahead, mile 9, and Michael is ready for it.
I'm feeling fine.
As well as Lady Shrek. Fiona? Fiona!
Receiving compliments from other runners, Michael was pushing through the pain.
The route we're running right now is actually part of the North Downs Way. More cyclists. 16 kilometres past, and I do believe we have yet another wine stop. I'm not sure if I'm delighted.
Not far off 2 hours since we began,
K-Cam wine.
I steeled myself for more costume questions.
This is sparkling.
This is sparkling wine.
Greenfields. Greenfields, okay. Have you got your Greenfields sparkling wine?
Thank you very
Good
much.
job.
Trying to stay true, picking the 2 fullest cups we could find. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Wine
Cheers.
number 4.
Lovely.
What's your guys' costume?
We were wondering it as well.
This is the number one
Apparently white
question.
wine bottles.
Amazing.
But we've had cigarettes, we've had chimneys, nuns.
The nuts of meat from.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And a new one.
From the back, you look like the Black Knight in the Monty Python.
Yeah.
This might be a regret.
Beautiful. Let's do this.
As we approach the 10-mile mark, of course, we need to do 2 ratings. Wine number 3 and wine number 4. Wine number 3, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Michael?
Yeah, quite fruity. Very fruity. It wasn't my particular taste, so I'd say a 5 out of 10.
And then the one we just had, that sparkling one, a little bit more potent, a bit more of a kick to it, hit you in the back of the throat, I found. Not so good for me, 6 out of 10. You?
8 out of 10. Perfect.
Wow.
Very strong. Lovely. Which I think is key for an alcoholic wine.
So you're liking the strength and the sparkle.
Definitely.
With glorious views across the valley, we hit a significant milestone.
At 2 hours and 5 minutes into this is the longest time that Michael has ever run for. Is that correct, Michael?
That is correct, yes.
That's absolutely amazing. Such a special thing when you get to see someone run the furthest or for the longest they've ever gone.
Yeah, I never thought I'd do it whilst dressed like this, but there we go.
The back of Michael's wine bottle is so sweaty. The jog on top can be made out beneath his wine bottle outfit. Fallen off someone's costume's a bunch of grapes. They're definitely fake. Ugh. Whereas these are actually genuine grapes. Look at those. Amazing.
11 miles came and went.
Now up ahead, apparently the only wine stop that we go to twice. And this will be wine stop number 5. Just got to catch up with Michael right now.
Not struggling at all. Don't burn me.
Can we beat an 8 out of 10 wine here, I wonder, Michael?
Oh, shall see.
Michael, it turns out they've got a red wine here.
Red wine.
So I
To
think
match the colour on my skin.
there's the option of white or red, but I think we've been doing the sparkling, we've been doing the white. Let's go for the red.
Wine connoisseurs today.
I'm gonna get fired. And what are you dressed as?
Right, do the...
Sorry, mate. Yeah.
He's already drinking.
like-
Wine number 5.
Number
Cheers.
5. Cheers, mate.
That's definitely a red. Definitely a red. Very full-bodied.
It's actually medium.
It's medium-bodied. It's not even full-bodied.
No.
I don't even know this, but 11 miles means you can't tell. We're going to hit it big. We're going to do a white here as well.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. That might have been a mistake. Piece of cheese, some grapes.
Like having a party.
What a strange experience.
So wine stop number 5, at which we had 2 wines to up the ante. Michael, I've got to ask you overall,
Yeah.
how are you feeling?
I'm actually feeling great. I think the wine's helping.
Yeah, does it numb you slightly?
Oh yeah, it kind of gives you an air of confidence.
For marks out of 10, I'm going to give the red a 6. Michael, what are you thinking?
I'm going to give it a 7, I reckon. Nice and strong as well.
19 kilometres run. Michael is doing great.
I've got the hats on.
Yeah, our hats are still on, I know. I'm amazed as well. I thought they'd definitely come on. Oh, thank you very much.
Let's do this.
The final wine stop is approaching at just past 12 miles, and it has a live band. And it's getting Michael in the mood for more wine and partying, and maybe a little bit more running.
With people queuing, one lady was so shocked by our costumes that she dropped her phone.
How do you feel about rosé?
I feel a whole lot of rosé. I don't feel I've had it much before, but I'm happy to give it a try.
I'll pass you that one. Okay,
Right.
cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Wow,
That was good.
not bad.
A plethora of snacks available, we took to the grass dance floor. And nearly forgot to rate the last wine. Michael showed that even this late into the half with his numb feet, he still had a spring in his step.
Thank you, thank you. 20 kilometres run now. We've just done our 6th wine stop. The time is 2 hours and 35 minutes.
An inflatable gorilla passed us and we were directed to the right by Marshall Roy.
Thanks very much.
Hey!
I didn't realise you guys were around. We're right here, yeah. Amazing. We might catch you at the end. We're supposed to be wine bottles.
And then, just when we thought we were getting close to the home straight, to Michael's dismay, we realised that we had another hill.
Oh, the end was in sight.
Now we've got to go over there.
Okay, let's go going for it. I
was joining those guys.
I know. We all started turning off with the 10Kers. Turns out we've got to go up another hill.
Cheers, guys.
However, with less than a mile to go, more serious problems arose as Michael's legs began to cramp.
Is it like the muscles are just kind of like...
muscles are starting to cramp as well.
Michael's running brilliantly. He's into no man's land now, gritting his teeth and pushing through. And no doubt some of that dancing took it out of you as well.
Oh yeah, why did we do that?
The two guys that could be nuns, could be wine bottles, nobody's sure, pushing towards this half marathon finish line. 2 hours and 40 minutes, Michael. And it's superb effort.
Well, that's a natural one. I've got so much cramp in my legs.
But apart from that, it's going swimmingly.
Great.
Thank you, thank you.
It's burning. Oh yeah. Oh, she's my leg.
Oh no.
Oh, nearly swore. I didn't swear. I'm literally I'm dying out. I don't know if I can make it.
Michael's starting to get severe cramp in his legs now, so we're really just trying to jog it in.
Oh.
Michael's experiencing really bad leg cramp. We're going to get him through, thank you. What is happening?
Easy. I still struggle.
Yes! I mean, I'm saying yes, but
Not fair yet.
Michael's legs are falling off. Last little bit, Michael. 7 cups of wine.
Oh,
We're going for the hand clap. Boom, boom, boom. Brilliant effort from Michael, my fellow white wine bottle.
And with a final push,
Here we go across the line. Yeah.
we were there.
Boom. You right, man? Brilliant running from Michael. His calves are cramping up towards the end, but he pushed through, and that's what it's all about. Fantastic experience. Did you enjoy it, Michael?
I enjoyed that, yeah. That was a phenomenal experience.
It's a heck of a medal.
What shows is what we love to see.
There we go. Well, let's start by saying, Michael, brilliant stuff. That is the longest time you were telling me that you've ever run for.
Yep.
We were nearly going for 3 hours total.
Yeah.
The cramping was pretty bad. What was that experience like?
It was terrible, but it was in the last kilometre, so
Yep.
it was all fine.
There were moments where you were sort of pulling up in pain, really making a bit of noise. What was it, like a sharp pain
It's
in
just
your
sharp
calf?
pains in different areas of the legs as well, so that was fun.
It was great there was some music at the end. We got to
Yeah,
do
that
a
was
bit
good.
of a dance.
Yeah, that was probably the reason why I got cramps at the end, actually, to be honest.
You were dancing too enthusiastically.
Exactly, though, if you have to, though, while you're in it, you know.
Fantastic experience, enjoyed the wine, enjoyed the food, especially enjoyed the atmosphere. Thank you very much for watching. Michael, thank you for joining me.
That's
It's
all
been
right.
an absolute
Absolute
pleasure.
pleasure. Thank you.
Which leads me to say, I'm Harry Morgan, that's Michael Johnson, and this is Jog On.
Wow, yeah. That's refreshing, yeah.